You felt it, haven't you? There's something different about you. The world doesn't quite fit. It's like you're living in a reality that feels too small for the energy burning inside. And here's the truth, you're not imagining it. You're not like everyone else. You're one of the chosen. You've been called to break free from the limitations that most people never see. And today, you're going to learn exactly how to shift your vibration and unlock those hidden doors in your reality.
Click subscribe to this channel to get more profound spiritual lessons.
Here's the thing, everything around you is energy. Every thought, every action, every emotion, it's all vibrating at different frequencies. When your vibration is low, life feels heavy. You struggle, you push, and nothing seems to flow. But when your vibration is high, everything shifts. Things start working out for you. Opportunities just show up. Your entire reality bends, almost as if the universe is conspiring in your favor. And guess what? You can control that. You can amplify your vibration to a level where reality has no choice but to shift. It's not magic, it's alignment. It's the science of energy, consciousness, and intent. But most people don't know how to access this power. They live in the grind, thinking that effort alone will get them where they want to go. But for you, effort isn't the way. You need to understand the frequency you're operating on, and we're going to change that frequency today. So let's get practical. The first step to boosting your vibration is to understand where you're at right now. What's your baseline? How do you feel when you wake up in the morning? What happens when you face a challenge? Are you reactive? Do you feel drained? Or do you move through life with a sense of lightness, like nothing can truly touch your inner peace? Most people live in a state of reactivity. Their energy depends on what happens to them instead of what happens through them. But here's the truth, your energy isn't a victim to your circumstances. It's the creator of your circumstances. If you're constantly reacting, you're scattering your energy in a million directions. It's like trying to light a fire with a wet match, frustrating, slow, and almost impossible. But when you bring all your energy into alignment, when you focus it, you become unstoppable. Now, there's a technique to this. It's not about positive thinking or forcing yourself to feel good. That's superficial. You've got to go deeper. You need to shift your energy at its core. And it starts with something incredibly simple but insanely powerful, your breath. Right now, take a deep breath. Not just a shallow inhale, but a deep, intentional breath. Feel the air fill your lungs. Hold it for a moment. Now release. Did you notice it? That tiny shift in your body? That's energy moving. That's vibration beginning to change. Breath is the bridge between the physical and the energetic. When you control your breath, you control your energy. And when you control your energy, you control your reality. Most people breathe shallow, disconnected breaths. They're stuck in survival mode. But when you start breathing deeply, consciously, you tap into a higher frequency. You start to elevate your vibration immediately. It's the fastest, most direct way to shift your state. But don't stop there. You're one of the chosen, remember? You're here to 10x your vibration, not just bump it up a little. So, we're going to add a layer to this. The next time you breathe deeply, I want you to feel something different. Feel what it's like to already be at that higher vibration. Feel what it's like for your reality to shift effortlessly. It's not about imagining it, it's about embodying it right now, as if you've already made the shift. When you breathe with that kind of energy, reality begins to respond. You're sending out a signal, a frequency that says, I'm ready, I'm here, and the universe listens. All right, now that you've got your energy moving, let's talk about something that's been holding you back, probably without you even realizing it. It's subtle, but it's powerful, and it's everywhere. I'm talking about the invisible matrix of limitation that most people live in. This matrix blinds you from your true potential. It keeps you trapped in patterns that feel safe but are really just comfortable cages. Think about it. How many times have you felt like you were about to break through, only to find yourself stuck in the same old routine? It's not because you don't have what it takes. It's because you've been operating under rules that aren't even yours. Rules that were given to you by society, by your upbringing, by people who hadn't even tapped into their own potential, let alone yours. But guess what? You don't have to play by those rules anymore. You're not here to fit in. You're here to break the mold, to raise the frequency of your entire existence. And that means you've got to unplug from the systems that are draining your energy. Let me explain. Every time you accept a limitation, whether it's about money, relationships, success, or even your own body, you're reinforcing a vibration of lack. You're telling the universe, this is all I'm capable of. And the universe responds by giving you more of the same. It's a loop, a feedback cycle, and it's keeping your vibration lower than it should be. But here's the key: you can break the loop. You can step outside of it, but you have to be willing to challenge every belief, every assumption, and every rule that's been handed to you. The moment you start questioning the limits, you start dissolving them. You shift your vibration simply by refusing to accept the old patterns. Now, this can be uncomfortable. It's going to feel like stepping into the unknown because you're literally creating a new reality. But that's the point. You can't 10x your vibration and stay in the same place. You've got to be willing to let go of what's familiar and step into the unknown, trusting that your higher vibration will attract everything you need. Let's get practical again. Start by looking at one area of your life where you feel stuck. Maybe it's your career. Maybe it's your relationships. Wherever it is, I want you to ask yourself, what's the rule here? What's the belief that's keeping you in this pattern? Is it that you have to work hard for success? Is it that love is difficult? Is it that life has to be a struggle? Whatever it is, I want you to challenge it, not with force, but with energy. Every time that belief comes up, take a deep breath, connect to your higher vibration, and say, this is not my truth anymore. Feel the energy shift in your body as you say it. Feel the vibration rise as the old belief begins to dissolve. You're not just thinking differently, you're vibrating differently. And when your vibration changes, reality has no choice but to change with it. You're breaking free from the matrix. You're creating a new game with new rules, your rules. Now that you've started breaking free from the old patterns, you're ready for the most exciting part, the instant reality shift. Yes, you heard that right. Reality can shift instantly when your vibration hits a certain frequency. It doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to take years. The universe is not slow, it's responsive. But it only responds to one thing: your energy. Here's the secret: when your vibration is high enough, reality starts to bend around you. It's not about forcing things to happen. It's about becoming the kind of person who naturally attracts what they want. The kind of person whose vibration is so magnetic that the universe just can't help but respond. So how do you get there? How do you hit that frequency where instant shifts become your new normal? The key is alignment. When your thoughts, emotions, and actions are all vibrating at the same frequency, you create a resonance that is undeniable. It's like tuning a radio station. When everything is aligned, you hit the exact frequency of what you want, and boom, reality shifts. But most people are out of alignment. Their thoughts are one thing, their emotions are another, and their actions are completely disconnected. To create instant shifts, you've got to bring everything into alignment. Start by asking yourself this: what do you really want? Not what you think you should want, not what society tells you to want, but what you truly desire. That's step one, getting clear on what your soul is calling you toward. Once you're clear, you need to feel the energy of that desire as if it's already happening. This isn't about pretending. It's about stepping into the vibration of the version of you who already has it. How do they think? How do they feel? How do they act? When you start embodying that vibration, reality has no choice but to shift. Remember, you're not a victim of your circumstances. You're a creator. You're a chosen one. You have the power to 10x your vibration and shift your reality instantly. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. And that when is entirely up to you. Take a deep breath. Step into your power and watch as the universe begins to shift around you. You're starting to see it now, aren't you? The shift in your energy, the subtle but undeniable changes in how things are unfolding around you. That's not a coincidence. That's the power of frequency at work. And here's the best part: it's just the beginning. When you fully understand how to fine-tune your vibration, you don't just attract what you want, you become a living magnet for it. The things you desire, the experiences you crave, the people who align with your highest purpose, they start coming to you effortlessly. Let's break down how this works. Everything in the universe operates on frequencies. From the chair you're sitting on, to the thoughts you're thinking, to the emotions you feel, everything has a vibration. When your vibration is low, you're operating on a frequency that attracts more of the same doubt, fear, scarcity. But when your vibration is high, you're on a completely different frequency. You're aligned with abundance, love, joy, and possibility. So the question isn't whether or not you can attract what you want. You always attract what you're vibrating. The real question is, what are you vibrating right now? Most people think they're vibrating high because they occasionally feel good or because they're trying to stay positive. But here's the truth: it's not about occasional bursts of energy. It's about consistency. You need to be vibrating at a high frequency all the time, not just when things are going well, but especially when life throws you challenges. Here's where most people get it wrong. They let their external circumstances dictate their internal frequency. If something bad happens, they react, and their vibration drops. But as a chosen one, you can't afford to operate like that. You need to flip the script. Instead of letting your external reality determine your vibration, you need to let your vibration determine your external reality. Imagine it like this: your vibration is the signal you send out into the universe. If that signal is scattered, weak, or inconsistent, you're going to get mixed results. But if that signal is strong, clear, and unwavering, the universe has no choice but to respond to it. That's how you create a magnetic field around yourself that pulls in everything you want effortlessly. So how do you maintain that high vibration even when life gets tough? It's all about mastering your energy. You need to become hyper-aware of how your thoughts, emotions, and actions are affecting your frequency at every moment. Every thought you think, every word you speak, every feeling you hold, it's either raising or lowering your vibration. Let's get practical for a second. The next time you catch yourself in a low vibration state, maybe you're feeling frustrated, anxious, or doubtful, I want you to do something radical. Instead of trying to fight it or pretend it's not happening, take a moment to recognize it. Feel it fully. And then shift, not by forcing yourself to think positively, but by changing the energy inside you. It's as simple as taking a deep breath, letting go of the tension in your body, and refocusing your mind on what you do want, not what you're afraid of. This isn't about ignoring reality or pretending everything's perfect. It's about choosing a higher vibration no matter what's happening around you. When you can do that consistently, you become a magnet for the life you want. You stop chasing, you stop struggling, and everything starts flowing to you naturally. Now, I know what you're probably thinking. This sounds great, but how do I actually stay in that high vibration all the time? The answer is simpler than you think. It comes down to two things: awareness and choice. You need to be aware of your energy at all times, and you need to consciously choose to raise your vibration whenever it starts to dip. It's that simple. But here's the catch: raising your vibration isn't a one-time thing. It's not a switch you flip and forget about. It's a practice. It's something you do every day, every moment. And the more you do it, the easier it becomes. Eventually, it stops feeling like work and starts feeling like your natural state of being. So I want you to ask yourself, what frequency am I vibrating on right now? Is it a frequency of abundance, joy, and love? Or is it a frequency of doubt, fear, and scarcity? And more importantly, what are you going to do to raise your vibration right now? Here's where things get really interesting. Once you've mastered your vibration, you're ready for the next level. You're ready to take a quantum leap in your reality. You see, most people think of change as a gradual process. They believe that success, abundance, or joy takes time. But that's not how the universe works. In reality, change can happen instantly. It can happen the moment you shift your vibration to the right frequency. Let's talk about quantum physics for a second. I'm not going to get too technical, but there's one concept you need to understand: everything exists in potential. Right now, there are infinite versions of you living in infinite realities. There's a version of you that's already living the life you want. There's a version of you that's already successful, already abundant, already fulfilled. And the only thing separating you from that version is your vibration. When you raise your frequency to match that version of yourself, you make a quantum leap. You don't have to wait for things to change slowly over time. You can shift into that reality instantly. But again, this isn't about forcing anything. It's about aligning your energy with the version of you that already exists in that higher reality. Think about it like this: time and space are just constructs. They're tools that help us navigate physical reality, but they're not real in the way we think they are. What's real is energy. What's real is vibration. And when you raise your vibration to a certain level, you collapse time and space. You bring the future version of yourself into the present. You pull that reality towards you, and it manifests instantly. So how do you actually make this quantum leap? It starts with a decision. You need to decide right now that you're ready to live in that higher reality. You need to claim it as your own, not in the future, not someday, but right now. Feel the energy of that future version of yourself. How do they think? How do they feel? How do they feel? How do they walk through life? And then start embodying that energy in this moment. This is where most people get stuck. They think they need to become that future version of themselves through hard work, effort, and struggle. But that's not how it works. You don't need to become anything. You just need to remember who you already are. You're already that person. You just need to raise your vibration to match that version of yourself. Now, here's the crazy part. When you make that quantum leap, your external reality will shift instantly. The people, opportunities, and experiences that match your new vibration will start showing up in your life. And it won't make sense to your logical mind. It'll feel like magic. But it's not magic, it's just how the universe works when you're operating at a higher frequency. So are you ready to make that leap? Are you ready to stop living in the limitations of time and space and start creating from a place of pure energy and vibration? If you are, then it's time to step into your power. It's time to claim the reality that's already yours. By now, you're starting to see just how powerful you really are. You're starting to understand that your reality is not something that happens to you, it's something you create. And when you're vibrating at a high frequency, that creation becomes effortless. You're not pushing, you're not struggling, you're not trying to make things happen. You're simply allowing them to happen. This is what it means to live in the flow. It's when your energy is so aligned with your desires that the universe just flows through you. You don't have to force anything. You don't have to chase anything. You're simply in a state of receiving, a state of allowing. And this is the ultimate state of vibration. This is where you become a master of your reality. So how do you live in this state of flow? It's all about trust. You need to trust that when you're vibrating at a high frequency, everything you want is already on its way to you. You don't need to question it. You don't need to worry about how it's going to happen. You just need to trust that it will happen. And that trust amplifies your vibration even more. Here's the practical side of it. Every time you feel yourself slipping back into doubt, fear, or frustration, remind yourself that those are just low vibration states. They have no power over you unless you let them. Take a deep breath, reconnect with your higher frequency, and trust that everything is unfolding perfectly. You're not here to struggle. You're not here to fight against reality. You're here to create, to allow, to live in a state of flow where everything you want comes to you effortlessly. That's the power of a chosen one. That's the power of someone who knows how to 10x their vibration and shift reality instantly. So are you ready to step fully into that power? Are you ready to live as the creator of your reality, not the victim of it? If you are, then the universe is ready for you. It's been waiting for you to claim your place, to raise your vibration, and to watch as your reality shifts instantly in response.